So this is the Razer Viper Mini, the baby brother of the Razer Viper and the Razer Viper Ultimate. Let's quickly take a look at the box, see what it's all about, what's it saying. So on this side you'll see the Razer logo in the writing. On the other side you'll see the Razer switches, the switches the mouse uses, some other information about the mouse. Moving on to the other side, it's going to have the dimensions, the length, width, height, and some more information about the switches. And on the front obviously you'll have the mouse itself. Underneath you'll have some additional barcodes and additional information that's not really needed, but it's always there. So without further ado, let's quickly get the box open so we can see what's inside. Now with a little bit of magic, let's get the box open and see what we get inside. So as we've opened the box, you can see the mouse is on the top, cables on the side, you got the Razer sticker which we'll look at in a second, and you got the manual. Now obviously you don't really need a manual, it's just a mouse, but it is going to tell you your standard stuff like you're going to need a free USB port, pretty self-explanatory as it is a USB mouse. You're going to need Windows 7 64-bit or higher to actually use the mouse. You can pause the screen if you want and look at the pages individually if you want to. You got the Razer sticker. It is a transparent sticker. Was it translucent? I don't know. You can see through it either way if you take it off the actual film. And let's quickly take a look at the mouse. So if you've got the mouse the right way around, on your left hand side you'll find the two side buttons. On the top you'll find the Razer logo and a little gloss black strip. And you'll find scroll wheel and a DPI shift button. On the right hand side, sorry, you'll find nothing really because there is no side buttons on this one. On the front you'll also see the scroll wheel, the DPI shift button, and the left and right clicks, and that's about it. Underneath you'll find the mouse feet, the sensor, some barcodes, and a couple of other little pieces of information about the mouse. Now let's take a quick look at the side buttons. As we can see, they are slightly protruding out from the body. They're not completely flush and they have a really nice tactile click. They have no play and feel very sturdy and solid. The clicks, as I said before, are really satisfying, and they use similar switches that are used in the actual mouse, the left and right clicks themselves. Let's take a look at the DPI shift button now. It feels really nice and solid. It's got a nice tactile click to it as well, and it has you have to put a little bit of pressure down to actually press it, so you're not going to press it accidentally while just playing. The scroll wheel has some really nice tactile steps to it. It feels great. It has a really nice rubber texture. Let's see if I can get it close up for the camera and if it'll focus. It covers the entire scroll wheel and ensures that your finger doesn't slip off. The spikes spread out sweat as well, so even when your hands are sweating, the mouse doesn't get very slippery. The scroll wheel has a very nice click to it as well. Let's talk about the actual switches themselves. Now the way that these switches work is that a light beam goes down and hits the bottom of the switch, actuating it. Now Razer claims that this, doing it this way will show a 0.2 millisecond response time, which is very, very fast. They say it's the fastest switch that Razer's mice have, but as a consumer I don't think you're really going to notice it. Now there is a little bit of post travel when you press the keys down or the switches down. It's not really a big deal, but it is there if you're one of them people that really don't like it. Now they are rated at 60 million strokes, which means before the switch actually goes bad you can click it 60 million times, which is very good. They are optical switches as well, so no complaints there. Whether to cut down on the cost or on the weight, I don't know, but the Razer has opted not to use its top tier PMW 3360 spin-off, the 3389 sensor, also known as the Razer 5G optical. Instead, the Razer Viper Mini uses a PMW 3359, which as far as I can tell was invented specifically for this mouse alone. It's a very, very good sensor, no tracking issues, lift-off distance is fine, the zero distance is good. Using it in games, it feels much better than the other Razer sensors that they've put out in the past, the 4G sensors, the 5G sensors. The DPI range on this sensor is 1 to 8500 and is fully customizable in the Razer Synapse software with increments from 1, so you can fine-tune your DPI however high you want it. Overall, great sensor. So the length of the mouse from top to bottom measures 118mm or 4.66 inches. The grip width from side to side measures 53.5 millimeters or 2.11 inches, and the height measures 38.3 millimeters or 1.151 inches. The weight is 61 grams or 0.13 pounds. That's excluding the cable, so add like a couple grams with the cable. Now this is a speed flex cable engineered to be extremely flexible and produce minimal drag, written on the box itself. It offers a close to wireless feel, so you can make large fluid swipes during intense gameplay. Razer's quotes right there. That's what it says on the box. But the cable does feel really nice. It feels similar to a paracord, very nice, lightweight, and it is very maneuverable. I don't think this mouse is suited for palm grippers. It is very good for claw and fingertip grip, but the backside is a bit too small, I think, for resting your palm on, just to let you know. Before I give you my final thoughts and opinions, whether you should buy it or not, I'm going to do a quick sound test. Here is the left and right clicks. DPI shift button. Scroll wheel. Side buttons. Honestly, I think these are probably I love the sounds this mouse makes, to be fair. For only £40 here in the UK or $40 in the US, this mouse is awesome. The build quality is ridiculously good for how light it is, and the cable feels amazing. If you do have smaller hands, this mouse is for you. Palm grippers, this mouse probably isn't for you unless you do have small hands. Better for claw and fingertip grip. Overall, awesome mouse, would definitely recommend it. If you ain't already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you've enjoyed the video and found it helpful, leave some comments down below. If you have any questions about the mouse, let me know. I'll answer your questions as well as I can, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.